I'm Jessica Bundy. I work for the Walt Disney Company, specifically the Parks, Experiences, and Products segment, and I'm a manager of consumer insight. I've been doing social listening for 8 years, and we've been using NetBase Quid for basically 7 years. The first year that we were doing social listening, we were testing and adjusting, and we used a couple different tools, but once we went through kind of a final RFP process, we decided on NetBase and we really never looked back. And we're really excited to start using Quid even more in the future. To understand how social listening is going to evolve over time, you just have to look at social media itself. And social media is increasing in terms of users, in terms of posts, particularly over the last couple of years due to the pandemic. People retreating from the physical world led to them reaching into the digital world even more. Social media is becoming more visual and more long form. So people are more willing to take the time to, say, write out a whole blog post about an experience rather than just a simple tweet. And visual in terms of people are more likely to post photos than just write a basic sentence about something. So we're talking increasing data complexity as well. So both of those things together, it's a big challenge for researchers in that area, and I think it's just gonna require renewed focus. It's gonna require larger teams, more resources, and relying even more on tools like NetBase Quid to help us get that job done. As a brand, as a social listening team, we're essentially outsourcing the most tedious and the most specialized part of social listening, and that's the data aggregation. To replicate that in-house, you'd have to have a massive team of software engineers to figure out how to do that. You'd have to have account people partnering with Twitter, with Instagram. We'd have to be pinging all those APIs ourselves. So a social listening tool doing that for you is typically going to be far and away the better option for any social listening team. But NetBase Quid goes beyond that. They provide analysis and reporting functions that go even further down the pipeline. What they offer in terms of all the different widgets and ways that you can slice and dice the data, that's what I think makes a key difference for our team and for a lot of teams that are not necessarily, have a lot of people on them. We don't necessarily have a ton of resources, but what NetBase Quid provides fills that gap and allows us to do what we're good at.